This is the Risk Grandnovice Series, where I, a Grandmaster, and not top 100, we're going to talk about that later, but a highly ranked Risk player on the free-for-all ladder, share a novice-only game. From this, hopefully more people will see the game of Risk, newer players can improve their play, and maybe we'll see something crazy happen. So you don't have to be number one to have fun. You don't have to be number one on the leaderboards. You don't have to be number one amongst your friends group. You don't have to be number one to have fun. I want everyone to remember this. Being first is not contingent on, well, let me say, having fun is not contingent on being first. Right, so let's try to remember that. So I'm going to try and place my capital maybe in the least consequential place, because we will be taking ourselves out pretty soon. So what are the settings here? The settings here are capital conquest. We're on the map Lubeck. Look that up. So I'm pretty sure that's how we pronounce it. Auto setup, turn timer 60 seconds, add difficulty. But if you look, the activity behavior is neutral, so that's not that important. It is ranked. It is a little important, but not that important. I'll explain why. Card bonus fixed. No, come back. Card bonus fixed. Balance blitz. I could not fill a lobby up with novices, which maybe I'll stop complaining about that, because maybe that just means everyone's getting so good there's no more novices anymore to fill up lobbies. We're all beginners now. So novice to beginner. Alliances are on. Fog of War is off. Blizzards are off. Portals are off. So the reason why AI difficulty is not that important, but might be a little important, is because when people at the lower levels are looking for a game to join, they may see AI difficulty and go, oh, that'll be an easier one for me to join. You know, going against those harder expert bots, not a great thing. Okay, we have something happening very quickly. So pink takes a capital with 8, hits a capital with 8, loses everything. So in balance blitz, I'm going to pull up, I have a calculator that I found online that's going to tell us the percentage chance of that. So an 8, hitting an 8. In Capital Conquest, what this calculator says it's a 16% chance of winning. I think it's might be less than that. But I normally trust this calculator. It hasn't been horribly off. Still not a horrible roll, because even if that roll works out, now you're going to have a really low capital. And you're going to have two very low defended capitals. Because you're not going to have the troops to split between the two, and someone else is just going to do. Why wouldn't someone else do exactly what you just did to red? So, okay. We're going to go ahead and take ourselves out here. Look a bit silly to everyone around us. They don't know. That's okay. And we're not gonna give away our capital. Reason being is that I think giving away our capital is gonna give an advantage to the players that come directly after me, and we're really trying to keep it a pretty neutral game going forward from as far as our impact in it goes. So wow, shouldn't have rolled that, but let's look at the players. So we've got Quince from Mexico. I think that's how it's pronounced. We've got Ag from Greece. We've got a player that did not ready up, so we're going to have a neutral bot from that. And we're going to have Lynn from the Cocos Islands, I believe. And we're going to have Presence from the United States, or at least they're all flying those flags, even if they're not from there. Okay. So, looks like someone hit my capital. Lynn, the red player, went a 9 on 4, not 100% roll, and loses 9 troops. The capital loses 2, and that's going to give not white, because white's a neutral bot, but maybe a red a chance to come in and take that capital. next go around. Could happen. So, okay, let's look at the game. I need to figure out how the order I'm going to do this, because on the capital placement is very, very important. And the fact that I spend the first little bit talking about the game we're going into and who everybody is, I think isn't going to be able to provide as much. I need to provide more information on capital placement, because that's one of the most important things at the higher levels. At the lower levels, still pretty important, although how capital placement affects your game compared to the higher levels, I think it's less. I think less people are going to work together to punish you for your placement. There are the times when you get a really good placement, like right here that blue has, where you have an entire area to yourself. Let's see what's going on. So let's talk about why I cannot say right now I'm a top 100 player. So imagine you go to bed Thursday night. You fought hard. You just took, I see what's going on up here. I think this is a great move from blue. So you just fought hard. You just took a game. You just got yourself to 90 on the free-for-all ladder. You go to sleep. You lay your head down Thursday night. You decide a couple days later, oh, let's not stall these people out. You decide 2 days later, you say, okay, it's time for me to play some Risk. You know, actually, I might even record a video, you know, share my thoughts with people. You might share your thoughts with people, and you go and you look at the leaderboard and you're 103, and you say, okay, I'm sick of making excuses. I'm gonna win a game real quick, and then we're gonna be able to tell people top 100 ranked player. Let's talk about the game we're watching. And so you play a game and you come out second, and now you're ranked 117. That's where I sit right now. That is the reality of really high play, where losing games, or not even, you know, there are going to be times when you get second or third. It doesn't affect your rank, or it even improves your rank. And then there are also times when getting second drops you. So the 90 to 103 is decay. It's like rank decay. It's from other people improving while you are not. So I don't know the ins and outs of that, but you see that in many competitive video games. So let's look at what we got going here. So the game is kind of parsing out where individuals are. We're seeing who the power players are. We're seeing who's not. It's not looking so well for them. It looks like Pink has bought it out. They are offline right now. So fortunate for Pink. Blue is in a very, very strong position right now. If I was thinking about who I thought was a favorite at this moment, if I was placing bets, although I don't bet, if I was, blue is a good person to place it on, because for the rest of the game, blue will be holding a bonus 2 troops here, a bonus 2 from the capital, and a bonus 2 from the other capital. So for the rest of the game, blue will be holding an extra 6 troops, while red does get 4, so it's only 2 less. Although in fixed, 2 less I think is a pretty big deal in the long term. Not only that, blue has the bonus 2 over here. 6, 7, 8. So at the moment, blue is really in a very dominating position, considering Pink has bought it out. Blue is here. I am easy to be taken out right now. I'm not really a competitor in this. White is bought. Red's here. and purple is here but has no capital. So at the moment, it's not a 1v1 between red and blue, but it is certainly a the other individuals within this game are low impact factors in this game. That position up there from blue is just so dominating in the current game we're in, with so few potential impacts from other players. So what does blue need to do? Blue needs to press probably the issue on the other players that are weak right now. This is also a move. Holy cow. So if purple does not have a trade on 3 and blue is able to hold this, wow. Now there's very real possibility purple decides to do something about this and can do something about it, because there is a world where trade on 3 hits this, even if it doesn't get, let's pretend it's a 10 trade. So we've got 16 here. 16 on 8 is close to 100%, although I don't think it's 100%. In red surrenders. So this is crazy, and this is something for you guys who are trying to climb the ladder. Keep in mind, red was in a great position for even second, maybe third, because the bot over here is just going to keep stacking, and nobody's probably going to be targeting it. But now red has taken 6th, when red easily had a higher placement than that, just by hanging out, just by playing the game out and seeing where it goes. And maybe there's even an opportunity to take first. Very unlikely, but it's possible. Reality is, I mean, you got to think blue is going to be split between 3 caps. So maybe there is a world where red pulls that back. You will not. Reality is, you cannot win the game if you're not in it. If you leave the game, you're not going to win it. So staying in, if you can, is definitely the way to go. Now, if it's impractical, you have something outside of the game you need to go do, you know, because we don't play this game in a vacuum. We have things all around us. Then I understand that. But that's not how it looks from here. And red really should have stayed in it. So blue is going to be guarded by the bot right here from anyone breaking into this. Okay. And so what I would do is I move this 8, I put it here. Blue has nothing to worry about from the bot, the neutral bot from breaking in, but I don't think blue understands that. And what's crazy is myself, someone who has made no successful attacks, has gotten a higher placement than red, who still held the capital. And who knows what purple is going to choose to do, which may give red a window to work with purple and come in and do something about blue. Let's see what trade purple just got. Purple got a 10 trade. Let's see where purple puts it. Purple now has a very strong play for second. So I don't know. That's not 100% roll. It's very odd to me. This is not a good move. Maybe. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So a 15 on 10 and had 5 troops remaining. I'm going to check the calculator here. So a 15 on 10 with is looks like a 39.46% chance according to this calculator. I've talked before about, oh look, blue's just gonna take it back. Taking that was great. Probably fortifying. Purple should have fortified here, and then blue wouldn't have been able to take it back. So wow, this is the game. And I'll say, look how important capital placement ended up coming out for blue. I mean, it's fortunate for blue that they were able to take this capital, because there's a world where blue never gets this bonus, and the individual that had this bonus never gets it either, because it's easily broken. So, but blue won the very short fight here and was able to take this capital, and now has just this permanent bonus. If you're purple and you want to fight against blue, maybe you break the, I mean, you could try and break this. For some reason, blue is defending against the neutral bot when the neutral bot is already defending blue. So we'll see what purple chooses to do. So at this point, pink is also missing in action. Pink had potential to make an impact in this game, just like purple did, just like red did. It's very odd to see blue attacking the bot, but we've already established that blue doesn't understand that it's a neutral bot. I do like clearing out this area, but I think starting with clearing out the purple and then hitting the white neutral bot would have been better, because if you got really bad rolls, then you're gonna have a weak capital, and purple could have a trade on 3. So look at this, we did no successful moves. We intentionally wasted all of our troops, and we have 4th place right now. That is crazy. It's crazy to think about. So just a note for individuals at the lower level that getting first isn't always how you climb the ladder. Getting not 6th, work on that. Work on getting not 6th, and then work on getting not 5th, and work on getting not 4th. These games were this individual game may have been likely lost in terms of getting 1st place, but the greater risk profile you're building could have been helped by, I think blue's making a good move here, or purple's making a good move here, needs to fight back against blue. No, is maybe choosing, I don't think you'll be able to eliminate me. Purple, no, taking a card. So in the broader risk profile you're building, when you're thinking about the ladder, you can go up by doing more than just, okay, blue is gonna lose a roll on the neutral bot's capital here. You can, in your overall risk profile can improve by playing out games that you think you don't have a very high chance or no chance of taking 1st place. I think maybe purple, if I'm purple, what do I do? If I'm purple, I'm taking this bonus. If I'm purple, I'm taking Lubeck Zentrum. I'm taking this. I'm trying to get that 5 bonus troops a turn. I don't know if blue is going to be aggressive enough to take this. I don't think blue is going to be aggressive enough to take this. And maybe even breaking this bonus here. So blue has multiple things to think about. Do I break this bonus? Do I take my bonus back here? Do I keep attacking the neutral bot? I would really like to see purple take this bonus. It's not 100% roll right here, but I really think purple should go for it. Every little troop is gonna matter. So here we go. What does blue decide to do? Blue is rolling over this game, steamrolling other individuals. This is good luck for blue. Good job, blue. Let's see what happens here. Blue is just in such a dominating position right now. There is a world where, I mean, purple could break, take, break, and then you're stopping blue for a turn, getting 2, 3, 4, 5, plus the bonus troops they get for having 15 to 17 territories. So you might be able to do something about that. Does purple eliminate me? No, purple does not. So there's still a world where purple, so purple has, if blue wanted to take me out right now, purple has fed blue. It doesn't look like purple wants to do that. Purple is just gonna, or blue is just gonna win the game. Wow. So this is something to talk about. Holy cow, I made it through. I made no successful attacks. I wasted all of my troops. And I didn't lose, like I didn't get oh my gosh. Oh. Holy cow. Okay, wow. Wow. That is, I mean, good for blue. So when I said earlier that you can't win the game if you're not in it, what blue essentially did was say, let's end the game. Let's end it. Let's not take any more risks. The objective of the game, the main objective to take first place, is to secure all of the capitals. That's how you do that. And blue is you know, didn't take up anyone else's time. Blue ends it really quickly. Somehow I survived longer than pink and red. So that goes to show that pink and red still had a chance in the game. The fact that purple stayed around, didn't surrender, didn't bot out, they got better placement because of that. So that was awesome. I definitely think blue had fun during that game. This is the Risk Grandnovice Series, where I share a low ranked game, a lower ranked game. Wow, I'm just blown away. It was definitely a possibility, but I didn't see it happening. I just thought we were going to see more battles when blue just decides to win the war. So we're gonna go into the future here, knowing from that you don't have to be number one to have fun, because blue is certainly not number one on the ladder. Number one in this game though, and maybe number one in our hearts for just a little bit. So thank you for watching, and you don't have to be number one to have fun.